Hi everyone, I hope your day is going great. Today I'm going to show you how to make some infusible ink square coasters. Now the size of the coasters are 3.75 inches using Cricut's blanks. So I went ahead and I just basically made 4 squares, and then I found the words that I wanted and I sliced them out. So let me show you real quick in case you want to make this but use different words than what I used. So I just picked a square. Let me just make this one a different color. And then for the size, I went up to the top here where it shows width and I did 3.75 and I hit my enter key. There's my square. Now I'm going to move this down just for ease so I don't mess up the files I already have. Okay, so now I'm going to pick some text. So I'm going to click on the text box on the left hand side. And this is actually the text that I'm using here, and I did like it. So I'm going to go ahead and there, howdy. So I'm going to move that text box to the middle or thereabouts. I'm going to change the color because when we do these coasters, since these words are sliced out, you'll see the coaster color, which is white, shining through. So I'm going to go ahead and go to the color and switch to white. And then now I'm going to highlight the box and the words, just rubber band around it with your mouse. And then I'm going to go up to align and I'm going to center. Now everything's already selected. Now I can click on slice. And what slice does is it basically slices it. So we don't need that and we don't need this. So you can go around here and get rid of them both. And then basically we have one that says howdy and it's centered and it's ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one because I don't need this one. So in order to make this project, these files are already ready and I'll have these files on my blog in the resource library. So feel free to go on over there and get your free file. And then we're going to click on Make It. I've already selected Maker because that's what I'm using today, but you could use either the Cricut Explorer or the Maker. So I'm going to click on Make It. And then with these, you want to remember, now I'm not sure why I didn't change these. Let me go back. Not sure what happened there. 3.75, 3.75. Huh. Well, glad I noticed that. Apparently, I didn't change those. Okay, so let me hit save. There we go. Okay, now we should be good. Always good to look at your mat when you go. Okay, so let's click Make It again. And we've got the 4 here. And we want to make sure that we mirror, since we're using infusible ink, always mirror your project. Now I'm going to click continue. I've got to go over to my machine. Before I do that, I want to show you on my computer that I looked up the heat guide, which is on Cricut, and I also have a previous video that I can link down below where you can add this to your desktop so you can get to it quick. That's what I do. And so I'm using the Easy Press 2. So let's say I had just came up here. So I click on Easy Press 2, and then I'm going to be using an infusible ink transfer sheet, and my base material is going to be a square coaster. And then hit apply, and it tells you 400 degrees for 60 seconds, no pressure, cold peel, and it also gives you the stacking order and any kind of prep that you need to do. So super, super helpful. I would bring this up for every single project until you get used to it. Alrighty, so let me hit continue and we'll go on over to the Cricut. Actually, before I go to the Cricut, as soon as it recognizes my maker, and we're going to select our material, which is going to be the infusible ink transfer sheet. Now, if you haven't saved it as a favorite, you would click on Browse All Materials and find it there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Infusible Ink, and it says make sure that the mirror is turned on, which we did. Or actually, yep, we did. and then load the fine point blade in the clamp. Alrighty, so let's head on over to the Cricut. Okay. Okay, so this is the Infusible ink, this one, and this is what it looks like before it's infused. So I'm going to go ahead and move that out of my way. Well, actually, it's fine right there for now. We're going to load the mat. I've got the fine point blank blade in. Just waiting for the go light. There we go. I got the easy press up to 400. Got it set for 60 seconds. So now what we do need to do with these coasters is before we put the transfer ink or the infusible ink on it, we want to wipe it with a cloth. I just happen to keep one of these microfiber cloths in my office. That's to make sure that there's no lint or fibers or hairs, in my case probably cat hair, on my coasters before I do them. So have your cloth ready. And then I have this heat transfer tape that I got off of Amazon. It's cheaper than what Cricut has, but you can use either one. And let's see. It's still cutting there. I don't know if you can see it, but I have all my tapes lined up here. What we're going to be using the tape for is to tape the design onto this because we don't want it to shift while it's heating up. Okay, and load the mat. Alrighty. Okay, so when you take the infusible ink off, you want to turn it upside down and peel it away gently from the mat. There we go. Okay. There we go. Sorry for the noise. So I'm just going to cut this so I can save the rest of that. And two, always make sure that you've washed your hands really well before you start using infusible ink. That way you don't have any lotions or anything. Okay, I'm going to set this aside so I can use it at a later time. Okay, so all we need to do is just pop these little words out here. These are easy to do, you just have to be somewhat careful that you don't accidentally tear. Okay, so you take your coaster, get the Easy Press mat, put these aside here. So the first thing you do besides the Easy Press is you want to put your butcher paper next. You want to protect our Easy Press mat. Then you want to put your coaster face up and wiped off. Perfect. Then you want to put your design face down so the ink is against the coaster. And then this is the part you're going to tape on since we don't have anything for it to stick to. It's actually easier to look at it from this side so you can see how well it's lined up. Once you have it perfectly lined up, and you want to apply your tape. Okay, it looks good. It's all nice and even. All right, the only thing left is our cardstock. Let me grab that. All right, and then put your press on it. And remember, once you put your press on it, you don't want to move it. It doesn't need any pressure, but sometimes my cord will move and it makes my press move. So I'll be holding it, but I'm not going to be putting any pressure on it. So 60 seconds once it's on there. Just gonna check real quick. Okay, it's right there. Go straight on and hit. Lift it straight up. And this is the part it's not difficult, but it is very hot, so you have to wait. What I can do is I can get some of these other ones prepared while that one's cooling. So make sure all the lint is off. Grab your design, put it face down. See how this is looking. It's still pretty warm. I can tell that it's done though, just by peeking at it on the side. It looks beautiful. I am going to note that this cork is kind of peeling away, and what that concerns me as far as the longevity of using these as a coaster, but we'll see. Now, actually, what I plan on doing for mine, instead of actually using these as coasters, I wanted them for messages, little reminder messages for me. When I started my blog, I had to learn how to focus in a completely different way, and oh my goodness, look at that, just gorgeous. That is really nice. So basically these are going to be like signs for me, where I can put them like on a little stand and on my desk and remind me. And these are all good healthy reminders for anybody to have, not just people that have blogs, but you know, choose happy. Anyway, so I'm going to go through and do the rest of these, and I'll meet you back here. I'll probably be fast forwarding through this. So once again, I'm going to get this cork pieces off of here. Okay. It's got a little bit of ink, a tiny bit right there. I'm going to use a different one. There we go. And put this over. All right. And again, put the press straight down. And 60 seconds. And lift straight up. I've actually got another mat. Let me grab it. That way, get this going a little bit faster. Alright, so put this down, just like that. I could almost do two with one press, but I don't want to mess it up just in case. I might not get it lined up right. So pretty. That one still needs to cool down. So, depending on what I need in a given day, or I could also use a coaster. I could put my water bottle on here. Or I might want to see Smile. The Inspire one, the way the design is, that turned out really pretty. I mean, shoot, they're all pretty. And focus. Yay. All right. So there we have it. Beautiful, beautiful coasters that can be used as a coaster or, like I said, on an easel. Like that. I hope this inspires you to choose happy, smile, and focus on your next craft project. Take care and continue to create with love.